Hello students, we are going to start with a chapter that is absorption by roots. Okay, so as we are talking about the roots, so what we should absorb? We should absorb water and minerals for the plants. Okay, why there is a need of water and minerals for the plants? The four main reasons have been listed out here, that is photosynthesis, transpiration, transportation, and mechanical stiffness. So one by one, I am going to discuss the parts. The word photosynthesis means in the presence of light, plants prepare their food. Okay. Transpiration is the loss of water from the aerial parts of the plant. The word transportation. The word transportation means transporting water, minerals, and food from one part of the plants to the other parts of the plant. The word mechanical stiffness. The word mechanical stiffness means it helps the plant to give the rigidity. Okay, if you assume a small plant, okay, if you assume a small plant like this, and this is the surface, and I'm going to draw the roots. So what does this root does? This roots absorb the water, okay, and transport to the each and every part of the plants, so that it can get a perfect stiffness, so that the plants won't move, okay, by and the plants doesn't get damage as well. This photosynthesis and transpiration, students, we are going to discuss them in detail as we study them as the part of the chapter. This photosynthesis, and transpiration both would be covered as a chapter. So when we are going to start with the chapter that is photosynthesis and transpiration, we are going to learn in detail. We started the absorption by root because it is very basic chapter. Let's move to the next slide. Characteristics of roots for absorbing water. Okay, so basically in the ninth standard we have already studied that there are two type of system. Okay, there are two types of system. One is root system and the other one is the shoot system. So suppose this is the surface, I mean to say soil, and these are the roots, okay, and this is the shoot system. This is the shoot system. This root system, it has a large surface area. These roots have a large surface area, as in, see, this is a single root, this is a single root, and this is the single root. So this I will call them as the main roots. Then it divides into two. This is called the secondary. More division of the roots will lead to the better absorption of the water. Okay, the surface area of the root means the more the surface area of the roots, the greater would be the absorption of water by these roots. Greater would be the absorption by roots. Now we are going to discuss about the sap as the higher concentration. What do you mean by word sap? Here the word sap means which has water plus minerals, consist of water and minerals. This is known as the sap. This is the higher concentration. This point we are going to learn in detail when we will come to a slide that is osmosis. In osmosis you can get a perfect understanding of this slide. Let's move to the next part, that is roots have the thin walls. Why the roots have the thin wall? If I make a root system, okay, so if you are going to notice So there would be some small root hair cells. The work of this root hair cells, okay, it is very small in nature, it's very minute. I'm just making it big so you can get a better understanding. Roots have a thin walls. Why does this they have the thin wall? Okay, main question is they have the thin wall so that they can absorb this water and minerals. Okay, because as their walls are thin, so this root hair cells can easily absorb this water molecules as well as the minerals molecule, so that the plant can transport this water and minerals through each and every part of the plant. Okay, so we have studied about why does the roots have this large surface area, so that more the surface area, more the absorption of water and minerals. The root hair have thin walls because if the walls are thin, the water and the minerals can be easily absorbed, and this we are going to cover separately in the osmosis by doing some experiments. Let's move to the next slide. Okay, so students, if you can see, there is a lot of importance of these terms. Okay, there is a lot of importance: absorption and conduction of water and mineral salt. In the previous two slides we have covered, okay, why does plant needs water and minerals. Okay, so I said photosynthesis, transpiration, transportations and mechanical stiffness was the reason. In the second slide we have discussed about the characteristics of the roots for absorbing water. Okay, how the root should be look like. Okay, in this slide we are going to discuss, okay, how the plant is going to absorb and conduct water and mineral salt. So these are the basic 5 processes through which we can understand how does a root behaves. That is imbibition, diffusion, osmosis, active transport, turgidity and flaccidity. This diffusion, osmosis and active transport you have already covered in your lower standard, that is in the 8th standard you have covered this part. But then too we are going to discuss them in detail by performing some of the experiment, so that it becomes very easy to understand. Let's discuss the first slide. Imbibition. Okay, the imbibition is an English word which means take in or absorb. The word imbibe means to take in or absorb. Okay, first, so I'm just going to read out the definition, then we are going to take some experimental basis so that it get easily understood. Imbibition is a phenomenon by which the living or the dead plant cell absorb water by the surface attraction. Let's take in simple example to understand. If suppose I takes up some handful amount of raisins, okay, handful amount of raisins, suppose that is the shriveled raisins. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to soak them in the water. Okay, I'm going to make this beaker part and I will make this raisins. Okay, okay, so soak this raisin overnight. Then in the morning, if you are going to see this raisin will get quite swell up. Okay, this was the raisins which was shriveled in nature. Okay, when we put this resin inside this beaker, okay, this is not a beaker, actually bowl. We put this resin in the bowl. In the morning, if you are going to see, this raisins get swell up. So what was this phenomenon called as? This phenomenon is called as imbibition. Okay, so what happened? Okay, there or inside this bowl, there was the water molecules which entered into this raisins. So because of this raisin got swell up. You have often seen this condition that the wooden doors get jammed during the rainy seasons. Okay, during the rainy season, it is very difficult to open and close the doors. Why it becomes very difficult to open and close the door? Because during the rainy season, the doors get swell up by due to the reason is because they absorb the water. As the door absorb the water, the doors get bit thick in nature, and due to this the size of the door gets changed, and when you try to close or open the door, you have to exert a lot of force. And in the often cases, in the some cases also, you are going to see that the doors get crack. Okay, suppose this is a door. In some of the cases, if you're going to see, the door walls get cracked like this. So this shows that the imbibition occurs within the dead plant cells as well, and as well as in the inside the living as well. Okay, imbibition is very easy. Now